You may only call me Mrs. Darcy when you are completely and perfectly and incandescently happy.
Welcome to Series Pulse, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the 10 best romance movies of the 2000s. We hope you will enjoy this list. Please let us know your favorites in the comments and subscribe if you don't want to miss more fun videos like this.
Well, she's talking about herself.
But maybe you will understand more about your own feelings once we've made love.
Yeah, or less.
Number 10, Keith.
Look, you're not going to be disagreeable, are you? Because Walt specifically promised me an agreeable lab partner.
Walt.
You need to relax.
Actually, I need to learn this.
Directed by Todd Kessler, Keith is a 2008 independent drama film starring Jesse McCartney and Elizabeth Harnaugh. Natalie has it all. She is the yearbook editor, has a college scholarship, is a top athlete, and is the reigning social queen. Then she meets Keith, who slowly lures her out of her comfort zone with his secrecy and mystery. The more Keith withholds, the more Natalie is compelled to figure him out. In her mind, she's intent on keeping him at bay, but in her heart, she can't. Natalie's world slowly unravels in this heartbreaking love story.
Keith, you've been a bad boy. Now you're gonna pay the price. Do you mind?
Number 9, Moulin Rouge.
So I didn't mean... I saw your light on, and I climbed up the...
What?
I couldn't sleep, and I wanted to thank you for helping me get the job.
Oh!
Directed by Baz Luhrmann, Moulin Rouge is a 2001 romantic drama musical starring Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor. A young English writer arrives in Paris in 1899 to explore the Bohemian Revolution that has taken hold of the city's underground. The thrill of the underworld is alive and well at the Moulin Rouge, a nightclub where wealthy and poor men alike gather to be entertained by the dancers. But things take a turn for the worse when he begins a lethal love affair with the club's top dancer.
Oh, then you'll know. It'll mean that we love one another. I won't get jealous.
Things don't work that way, Christian. We have to end it.
Number 8, Knocked Up.
That they like you and they would like to put you on camera.
Really?
I know, I was so surprised too.
Knocked Up is a 2007 romantic comedy written and directed by Judd Apatow. The film stars Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl. Promising journalist Allison Scott has a significant setback when she becomes pregnant following a one-night stand with careless slacker Ben Stone. She decides to give Ben a chance to show that he is a good parent rather than raise the child on her own. However, he is doubtful about whether he is ready to be a father, and they both question if they would be suitable long-term partners.
Okay, first of all, it's not my situation. It's our situation.
I know, of course.
And just because I'm pregnant, I'm not some ruined woman and all romance goes out the door.
Okay.
Number 7, Atonement.
You idiot.
You realize that's probably the most valuable thing we own?
Not anymore, it isn't.
Atonement is a 2007 romantic war drama film directed by Joe Wright and starring James McAvoy and Keira Knightley. Based on Ian McEwan's novel of the same name, the film depicts the lives of teenage lovers Cecilia Tallis and Robbie Turner. When Cecilia's jealous younger sister, Bryony, concocts a lie that tears the couple apart, all three of them must deal with the repercussions. Robbie suffers the most since Bryony's accusation sends him to prison, but Cecilia and her beau's chances improve when their fates intertwine during World War II.
It's a letter. Give it to me.
They've run away.
Who has?
The twins. We are going to run away because Lola is so horrid to us and we want to go home.
Number 6, 500 Days of Summer.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Summer. I must have walked right by you.
Yeah.
500 Days of Summer is a romantic comedy drama film directed by Mark Webb. The film stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel. Tom works as a greeting card writer while pursuing his dream of becoming an architect. Upon meeting Summer, his boss's lovely new secretary, she seems to be out of his league. But Tom finds that the two of them have a lot in common. He firmly believes in the idea of soulmates and has succeeded in finding his. However, Summer doesn't want a relationship since she believes that true love is only found in fairy tales.
Okay. Who's singing next?
I nominate young Berta here.
I'm not nearly drunk enough to...
Bartender.
Number 5, Brokeback Mountain.
Jack, I gotta work. Huh?
In them earlier days, I just quit the job.
Directed by Ang Lee, Brokeback Mountain is a 2005 neo-Western romantic drama starring Heath Ledger, Jake Gyllenhaal, Anne Hathaway, and Michelle Williams. In 1963, Jack Twist, a rodeo cowboy, and Ennis Del Mar, a ranch worker, are hired as sheep herders in Wyoming. Jack makes a drunken move at Ennis one night on Brokeback Mountain, which is later reciprocated. Over the span of 20 years, despite Ennis marrying his longtime girlfriend Alma and Jack marrying a fellow rodeo rider, they continue their tormented and sporadic affair.
You've been going up to Wyoming all these years. Why can't your buddy come down here to Texas and fish?
Well, because the Bighorn Mountains ain't in Texas, and I don't think this pickup could make it.
Number 4, Pride and Prejudice.
From the first moment I met you, your arrogance and conceit, your selfish disdain for the feelings of others made me realize that you were the last man in the world I could ever be prevailed upon to marry.
Based on the Jane Austen novel of the same name, Pride and Prejudice is a 2005 romantic drama film directed by Joe Wright. The film stars Keira Knightley and Matthew Macfadyen. Elizabeth Bennet resides in the English countryside with her father, sisters, and mother. The pressure from her parents to get married is intensifying because she is the eldest. Sparks fly when the feisty Elizabeth is introduced to the attractive and wealthy Mr. Darcy. Despite the obvious attraction between the two, Darcy's overly guarded personality threatens the blossoming relationship.
Why do you ask such a question?
To make out your character, Mr. Darcy.
And what have you discovered?
Very little. I hear such different accounts of you as puzzle me exceedingly.
Number 3, High Fidelity.
And all I've done is change jobs.
Clothes and hairstyles, attitudes and friends.
I couldn't go to work with my hair dyed pink.
You're hard.
High Fidelity is a 2000 romantic comedy drama film directed by Stephen Frears, starring John Cusack. Rob Gordon is the owner of a failing record store in Chicago where he still sells music on vinyl. Although they have an encyclopedic knowledge of pop music and are captivated by the music industry, it is of little use to Rob, whose needle skips the love groove after his long-term lover Laura walks out on him. He finds that he is being pulled, screaming and kicking, into adulthood, while examining his unsuccessful attempts at love and happiness.
How did it go today?
All right.
Do you want to go?
Sure.
Number 2, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I can't just cancel it. I'm asleep.
Wake yourself up!
Okay, you want me to wake? Okay, great. All right. Okay, here we go. Will this make you happy if I try?
Yeah. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind is a 2004 romantic science fiction drama film featuring an ensemble cast led by Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet. After a rough breakup, Clementine has a procedure done to remove Joel from her mind. When Joel learns that Clementine is taking extreme measures to forget about their relationship, he follows suit and gradually starts to forget the woman he once loved. This visually breathtaking movie, which is directed by former music video producer Michel Gondry, examines the complexity of relationships and the pain of loss.
Look! Joel! Joel, look! Look where we are! Hey!
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
P. Great. P. Looks like you got a little pain behind those eyes.
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
Can't believe we're both here. Must be fate. No, what did they call it? Kismet. Do you know about Edgar Casey, the psychic?
Punch Drunk Love.
Could you just let me redeem the mileage?
You left me at the hospital.
I'm sorry.
You can't do that.
Okay.
Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
I feel kind of sad.
Why?
Because I feel like I'm never going to be able to influence you or inspire you in any way.
Number 1, Before Sunset.
I'm good, yeah, I'm great. Do you want to maybe get a cup of coffee?
Do you need your so you have a plane to catch?
The second installment in the Before trilogy, Before Sunset is a 2004 romantic drama film directed by Richard Linklater, starring Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy. This sequel to Before Sunrise picks up 9 years after the events of the first film as Jesse travels around Europe, giving readings from a book he wrote about the night he spent with Celine in Vienna. Celine finds Jesse after his reading in Paris, and they spend the rest of the day together until Jesse departs for another flight. Despite being in long-term relationships with other people, they both long for one another.
Well, it's my favorite bookstore in Paris. You can sit down for hours and read. I love it. There's fleas, but you know.
I know. I think a cat slept on my head last night.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments below.